So I'm going to be explaining Star Wars, but it's explained in Fortnite terms for people who don't understand anything but Fortnite terms. Imagine new Fortnite season starts. Two Jedi pros, Qui-Gon Jinn and his Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, drop in to investigate a major lag problem in the Trade Federation zone. Think greedy NPC vendors charging insane prices. They find a super rare default kid named Anakin Skywalker who's got near mythic potential, like the devs accidentally maxed out his force stats at spawn. Qui-Gon thinks Anakin's going to be the chosen one, someone who can bring balance to the server, Force. Meanwhile, a Sith named Darth Maul, who's appearing like he bought the full battle pass, dueling a red lightsaber, eliminates Qui-Gon, but Obi-Wan clutches up and takes him out. Then Anakin joins the Jedi training lobby. Now older, Anakin's like that correct teenage player who doesn't follow the team's callouts. He's designed to bodyguard Padme, a high-level senator skin. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan uncovers that someone secretly ordered a full squad of clone bots for the Jedi, a massive army that no one remembers queuing up. Turns out the enemy, Count Dooku, another Sith Lord, is working behind the scenes like one of those toxic players who hides in the storm to mess with everyone. Anakin starts to tilt hard. His mom gets griefed by Tusken Raiders, and he goes full rage mode and wipes out the entire camp. He marries Padme in secret, breaking the Jedi no-attachment rule, like turning on aim assist in a no-aim assist lobby. Anakin's rage meter is maxed out. He keeps getting gaslit by Palpatine, who's actually the final boss, Darth Sidious, the head of the Sith hacking ring. Palpatine promises Anakin he can unlock the save Padme from dying perk if he switches teams from Jedi to Sith. Anakin rage quits the Jedi and installs the Sith skin, becoming Darth Vader. He helps execute Order 66, basically a server-wide ban on Jedi. Only a few Jedi escape the purge. Obi-Wan confronts Anakin on the high ground map, Mustafar, and wins the 1v1. Vader is left burnt and broken, but Palpatine reboots him into his classic black-suited Vader skin. Padme dies, giving birth to twins, Luke and Leia, who get dropped in different safe zones for protection. Before Han Solo became the galaxy's most sarcastic duo partner, he was a scrappy solo queue player grinding creds to buy his own ship. He meets Chewbacca, wins the Millennium Falcon in a card game with Lando Calrissian, and joins a heist crew run by criminal NPCs. There's a lot of backstabbing, double crosses, and speeder runs. Think an intense LTM with loads of mid-round betrayals. He learned to not trust anyone fully, gets a major XP boost in smuggling, and starts becoming the rogue we'll see later in the Rebellion Squad. This one's the ultimate, we know we won't make it, but let's clutch anyways kind of match. A new squad, Jen Erso, Cassian Andor, and others, team up to steal the blueprints for the Death Star, which is a tiny weak point because her dad low-key sabotaged it. They drop into the Empire's most secure POI, Scarif, and though they all get eliminated, they manage to upload the files right before the storm closes in. Literally, Leia picks up the flash seconds later and jumps into the next match, aka Episode 4. Years later, the Empire is ruling the whole island with mythic weapons and spot beacons, like the Death Star, a little one-shot killing building. Princess Leia hides the Death Star plans, which contains its weak point, like its head, and a droid named R2-D2, who drops in with C-3PO and finds Luke Skywalker, a desert default who doesn't know he's force-sensitive. Luke teams up with Obi-Wan, now an old coach skin, Han Solo, a rogue solo player, Chewbacca, and Leia. Obi-Wan 1v1s Vader, but lets himself get eliminated so Luke can escape. The rebels analyze the Death Star's weakness and pulls off a cracked endgame play. Luke uses the Force, aim assist, and hits the only crit spot. Victory Royale for the rebels, for now at least. The Empire reached the rebels' new drop zone on Hoth. The squad goes into hiding. Luke goes to train with Yoda, the old Grand Master coach, on a sweaty jungle creative map in Dagobah. Meanwhile, Han and Leia are being tracked by Vader like a bounty hunter with wall hacks. The game gets dark. Luke 1v1s Vader and gets absolutely clapped. He even loses his hand. Ouch. Vader hits him with the ultimate mic drop reveal. I am your father. That's like finding out that your duo partner is actually the enemy squad leader. Luke rage quits the fight and escapes with help from Leia. Luke levels up and goes full mythic. He rescues Han from Jabba the Hutt like a storm-camping mob boss. He confronts Darth Vader and finally passes the emotional test, choosing not to become toxic like his dad. In the final boss fight, Vader finally switches teams back to the light side and TKs Palpatine into the storm. He dies heroically but redeems himself. Luke burns the Vader skin and pings GG. The second Death Star gets blown up thanks to some Ewok NPC allies in a clutch rebel push. New season. A default scavenger named Rey drops in on Jakku and finds a droid BB-8 carrying a crucial map to find Luke, who's gone full ghost mode. Rey meets a stormtrooper defect named Finn and Han Solo, who's back with gray hair and new skins. There's a new boss, though. His name's Kylo Ren, who's also Vader's wannabe fanboy, and is also Han and Leia's son. Then Rey discovers that she has force powers out of nowhere. Devs haven't patched that one yet. And she beats Kylo Ren in a surprise 1v1. Meanwhile, the First Order builds a bigger Death Star 2.0, called Star Killer Base, but the Resistance drops in with another Hail Mary play. Han dies to Kylo, though. Sad emote. Rey finds Luke and asks for Jedi coaching, but Luke's like that washed sweat who refuses to play anymore. He thinks the Jedi messed up and wants to uninstall the Order. Meanwhile, the Resistance is getting third-party non-stop by the First Order. Rey trains a bit, then tries to redeem Kylo, but it goes sideways. Kylo rage limps Supreme Leader Snoke, Palpatine 2.0, and tries to team up with Rey, but she declines the duo infight. Luke does one last final epic play. He force projects himself across the map to distract the First Order, letting the Resistance escape. Then he disconnects peacefully. Palpatine is somehow back again, like a banned player found a workaround. He's been stacking loot in secret on a dead creative map called Exegol, and wants Rey to join his Sith legacy. Turns out, plot twist, Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. That's like finding out your characters came out with a built-in aimbot DNA. Kylo goes full Anakin 2.0, but switches to the light side just in time. He and Rey team up to defeat Palpatine with the dual force combo damage, and Rey survives while Kylo fades away. She adopts the name Rey Skywalker and buries the old lightsabers at Luke's home base of Tatooine. So that was every Star Wars movie explained in Fortnite terms. This took a very long time. This took a few days. And I take no responsibility for any of the photos. I did not create any of them. They were all found on Google, and a lot of them were on Wikipedia. So I take no responsibilities. Thank you to everybody who made the pictures. You are very talented, and thank you for Star Wars for having their pictures on Google. Now, please subscribe because this took a lot of time to make.